Remember, the target to beat is 27.2, that of Oliver Townend, with Sarah Bullimore and Andrea Stabowski filling the top 3 spots. But all eyes focus now on this striking-looking grey and Sir Mark coming down the centre line.
I think one thing for sure is that he's definitely not going to forget that 20-metre circle stretch today.
Can you imagine if he did, though?
Oh, God. Could you imagine? Wouldn't want to be at camp. No, good positive entry.
Super entry, really straight, lovely activity and balance, very straight in the move off.
And that's one thing I've noticed actually with both horses, Mark. He really comes into that first centre line, really straight, you know, super move off, you know, really wants to make the judges look.
Really good medium trot in terms of suspension and energy. You'd almost like him to be a little bit more positive forward and active in the hind leg, but the horse has got a really nice articulation of its joints and its body.
23.4 they scored at Badminton.
Oh, well, Ollie might be worried about this one.
You can see actually the suspension that the horse had, you know, on the short side there.
But then he loses it a little bit in the lateral work. Goes a little bit scratchy in the lateral work compared to the suspension on the track. And there you see again, you're bouncing along there, and
then loses again the shoulder.
A little bit the quality of the trot in the shoulder in.
And it's just not having that stomach up, the back up with the hind leg underneath, just the sporting. You know, it's a strength thing. It's a little bit easier, obviously, to do it on a straight line than it is in the lateral work.
Look, he springs off the ground there when he's back on the track.
And Mark has very long legs looking from here, so he's just able just to pick the horse up there on the short side. Oh, that's a shame. Just lost rhythm there in the extended trot. I don't know actually if he looked like he tripped, didn't he?
It looked to me like Mark just eased the rein a little bit too much and got the horse a little bit long in the balance, and the horse just had to regroup. And it's so easy to just be a little bit trusting and soften the rein too much and let the horse get a little bit open, and a horse can only be as long as it is without losing the balance, and it's an unfortunate blip.
Really nice to come into the halt there, super square halt, good 5 steps backwards, clear diagonal pairs, and you can see that he got 8 across the board in the halt, 7.5 and 2 8s for the rein back, so fantastic marks to pull in on that movement.
Yeah.
Just coming on the 20-metre circle, half 20-metre circle, extended walk there.
Good extended walk.
Absolutely good activity. You can see that the nose is being taken out in front of the horse, and the pole is staying, you know, up by the wither.
Not lower than the withers.
Mark wearing white gloves.
All goes in with the white
That's because he knows his hands are not doing anything that they shouldn't be, so the judges can see them properly.
Fair point, okay. Popped into the canter left there. It was really nice to see how adjustable the horse was there, going from the extended into the medium into the canter transition.
Yeah, and you know, getting the marks to reflect that.
Have we seen anything in 6? It all seems 7s and above at the moment, isn't it?
Well, that's because it's going quite well, Rupert.
Really quite well. Really nice medium canter there into the flying change. It'll be interesting to see what mark actually he gets for that. I'm just waiting for the marks to come up now. Now just coming to the half pass to the right.
Change the rein, 6.5.
There was a 6. There was a 6.
There was, you jinxed it.
7s and 7.5
for flying change, yeah.
Good positioning in the half pass.
What's nice to see is the activity the horse has, a natural activity he has within the canter. You know, so when Mark collects him, the canter keeps happening, the engine keeps going.
Ground,
exactly.
It doesn't slow down and risk stalling.
And that's what's important when you collect a horse. It is not to slow the hind leg down. You know, it's to keep the engine going.
Good.
He's doing very well on these marks here. It's going to be quite exciting to see. Fingers crossed.
A jolly good test. Again, the horse is super relaxed
really lovely
and really with the rider.
Really lovely to see the amount of bend he has there around the inside leg. Kept the rhythm. It just looked like it was very easy for the horse just to go over sideways in the half pass.
Looks like a really fun horse. What he wants to do is
Make sure he draws the rein forward, not that you empty the rein to stretch. And again, we're seeing a good stretch.
Horse is wanting to take the contact forward.
And if you had a metronome on that canter, you know, the canter in the half pass to the stretch absolutely beat perfect the same. So the rhythm, the balance was good. Good change. Could have been a bit more secure in the connection.
8.5 there for you. 7.5 for the stretch.
Second change was better through the connection.
Stayed much rounder through the body as he asked for the flying change. An 8, 2 7s.
I think Ollie might be a little bit twitchy.
You know, a little bit of a pause there going down of that trot transition, but kept the activity out of that into a nice standstill square halt.
Super halt.
I think,
Good job, Samar.
yeah, what's going to happen here?
Good.
It's Simon.
Well, looking at the marks, you know, I think, you know, we had a really good feeling about Ollie's second test that was better than his first, but the marks didn't reflect that. The feel for us in the commentary box was good with Mark's test, and the marks were reflecting.